Look at me. I want to ask you a question, and I need you to be brutally honest with yourself. Why is it that the harder you work, the tighter the financial knot feels? You were told a lie, we all were. You were taught to believe that if you just got the degree, landed the better job, or secured that next promotion, the financial anxiety would finally disappear. You thought, once I hit that number, I'll finally breathe. But you hit the number, and you're still holding your breath. The problem isn't the amount of money passing through your hands. The problem is a set of silent, socially accepted habits that are quietly dismantling your future while you sleep. You're trading your long-term freedom for short-term comfort, and everyone around you is telling you it's normal. It's not. Today, we are stripping away the noise. No generic listicles about saving coffee money. Just 4 unshakable, practical rules of money that will permanently break the cycle and rewrite your financial trajectory. Let that sink in. Let's start with the first rule. It's the hardest to follow because it forces you to confront your own ego. Rule number 1. Don't let your expenses grow with your income. Think back to your very first paycheck. Remember how small it was? Yet somehow you survived. You paid your bills, you ate, you lived. Now look at what you earn today. It's significantly more. But where did the extra money go? The moment your income climbed, you quietly upgraded. A slightly nicer apartment, a slightly newer car, better restaurants, subscriptions you don't even use. You told yourself it was a reward for hard work, driven by the social pressure to look like you're winning. But let's call it what it actually is: lifestyle inflation. It's a gold-plated treadmill. The faster you run, the faster the treadmill moves, but you stay in the exact same spot. If you instantly spend every new dollar you make, your actual wealth is zero. You aren't getting richer. You're just handling larger sums of money on behalf of everyone else. True wealth isn't what you buy. True wealth is the options you have. When you learn to live below your means, even when your peers are upgrading, you buy something far more valuable than a luxury brand. You buy time, you buy peace of mind. Next time your income increases, pretend it never happened. Lock the difference away before your eyes can even adjust to it. The second rule addresses the dangerous comfort of relying on someone else for your survival. Rule number 2, build multiple income streams. Don't rely on a single paycheck. We have been conditioned to believe that a steady job is the safest thing in the world. It feels predictable. It arrives on the same day every month. But a single salary is an illusion of safety. It is a single point of failure. Think about it this way. If you have one job, you have one client. And if that one client decides to cut budgets, restructure, or replace your role with software, your income doesn't drop by 10%. It drops to absolute zero overnight. Relying on a single paycheck is the highest financial risk you could possibly take. You are putting 100% of your survival in someone else's hands. You need to build a side income. It doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means using your spare time to build leverage. Learn a digital skill. Monetize your expertise through freelancing. Start a location-independent online business. The global marketplace is looking for skills, not titles. If you can dedicate just 1 hour an evening, instead of consuming someone else's content, you can build a secondary engine that fuels your bank account. When you have multiple streams of income, the dynamic shifts completely. You stop working out of fear. You start working out of purpose. This next rule is going to hurt. It's hard to hear because it touches your relationships, not just your spreadsheet. Rule number 3. Avoid lending money you can't afford to lose. You want to be a good person. You want to support your friends, your family, the people who ask for help when they are backed into a corner. And so, when they come to you with an emergency, you reach into your savings and hand over the cash. But let me tell you what happens next, because you've probably lived it. The deadline to pay you back passes. 1 week turns into 1 month. 1 month turns into a year. When you see them, there's an awkward tension in the room. You feel guilty for asking for your money, and they avoid eye contact. Suddenly, you didn't just lose your capital. You lost the relationship, too. Listen to me carefully. Only lend money if you are fully prepared to never see it again. If someone close to you needs help, and you have the means, treat it as a gift. Give it freely. Erase the debt in your mind immediately, and move on. If they pay you back, it's a beautiful surprise. If they don't, your relationship isn't compromised because you already accounted for the loss. But if giving that money means pulling from your own emergency fund, or risking your own stability, you must learn to say no. You cannot rescue someone else from drowning if it pulls you underwater with them. Willpower is a myth. If your strategy for building wealth is waiting until the end of the month to see what's left over, you will always have exactly nothing left over. The human brain will always find a way to justify spending friction-free cash. Which brings us to rule number 4. Join a savings group or cooperative, or build disciplined automated savings habits. In many parts of the world, people use structured cooperatives or saving circles to force accountability. You contribute a fixed amount because the group is counting on you. The social contract keeps you disciplined. If you don't have access to a trusted group like that, you have to build a technological version of it. You need to automate your system. The day your income lands, an app or a separate bank account should automatically pull your savings out of your main account before your eyes can even look at it. Out of sight, out of mind. If you have to make a conscious emotional decision to save money every single month, you will eventually fail. Life will happen. A temptation will cross your path, and your willpower will crack. But when it's automated, it happens in the background while you sleep. You learn to live on whatever is left in your primary account. You build momentum without friction. Discipline isn't about being strong every second of the day. It's about building systems that make it impossible for your temporary weaknesses to ruin your long-term future. 10 years from now, you are going to wake up. The gray hairs will be a little more visible. The energy levels might be a little lower. And you will look back at this exact moment. The financial habits you choose to tolerate today will determine the version of you that wakes up in that future. Will that person be trapped in the same cycle, chasing the next paycheck, exhausted but unable to stop because their lifestyle demands it? Or will they be free? Will they look back at today and thank you for having the courage to make the hard choices when it mattered most? The 4 rules are right in front of you. Keep your expenses flat. Diversify your income. Protect your capital with strict boundaries. Automate your discipline. The blueprint is simple. The execution is entirely on you. Stop trading your freedom for temporary comfort. Build your foundation, starting today. And if you just watched these 4 rules, watch my next video on how rich people build multiple streams of income. Click, and I will see you there.